What do you want? You to shoot another video. It's about time. So, let's go. Come on. Just leave me alone. I want to go back to sleep. Fine. I'll shoot another video. Good Lord. Videos. Why doesn't he ever shoot the videos? Why does it always gotta be me that shoots the videos? So let's take a look at that weather and see what we're doing today. New videos. Nope. Well, since it's colder than Hillary Clinton's heart outside, I am not going out there. So, what I've decided to do today is I'm going to go over a knife that I found that I actually find quite enjoyable. Now, we've all heard of Mora. Mora Neve. Scandi grind. Practically indestructible. Runs about 20 bucks, depending on what kind you got. I have a bunch, but this is the companion. I believe this one's a carbon steel. Probably should put my glasses on. I can't see. But the new one that I found might be the more killer, in my opinion. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So the knife that I'm talking about is the Trail Forge from Onetigris. Pretty simple box, nothing special about it. I did take it out of the box. Now, there are many, many knives in the world. They all have their purposes and so on. I go with budget stuff as often as I can just because I'm a cheapskate and my wife is constantly yammering in my ear telling me how much I spent. So, I've been carrying around a Mora for quite some time. This is a Mora companion. I've got a dozen of them. You're probably familiar with it. It's quite a common blade. This runs, where I get it's about 20 bucks, depending on, I've seen them anywhere as low as 18 to 20 bucks, you know, give or take. It is an excellent knife. I am not downplaying this knife. I'm just going to point out the tang. Now, the tang runs to about here, what they call a rat tail tang. And I have never had this problem, but I could see potentially really hard work if you had to hammer on this handle for whatever reason. If this broke off, this is all the handle you would have left. Like I said, I've never actually seen that happen. I'm not knocking Mora at all. I love the sheaths. I'm not a big fan of the way they carry, so I usually try to create something to make it dangler. Things about the Mora that I'm not crazy about. The sheath locks in great, and that's awesome, but it only locks in one way. See, that might seem like a small thing, but sometimes when you're busy and you're putting your knife in, it's not going to be, you don't necessarily have it indexed properly. The Trail Forge, on the other hand, has a tang that runs right up to this point on the I guess it's for a lanyard, but I'm going to put in a schematic for that right here. Okay. The other thing I like about this is the fact that the sheath will go in any way you want. So if you are just in a hurry, you needed to get it in your belt, you can put it in. It locks in both ways, upside down or left or right, doesn't matter. The other thing is this thing is a spark thrower. Let me show you. Standard ferro rod. This thing will throw a spark across the room, and this came this way. I mean, you can grind wood with it, like on the back of the spine. Grind the wood down to make shavings. The more you can get to do that, but it takes special. You have to do something to it. I had to take a file to the back of it, and I'll be honest. Even then, it's not as good as well. I guess that was pretty good, but it's not necessarily as good as the other one. The Trail Forge came out that way. That was just the point I was trying to make. And the other thing I want to point out real quick is the thickness on this thing. This is a hog. I don't know if you can see it on here, but it's double the thickness of the Mora. Never broken a Mora. I have had them in and torqued. They were bent. Haven't had that happen with this one. Also, this is, I believe this is carbon steel, which just means you have to keep it cleaner. And this is AUS, I think it's referred to as AUS 8. I'm not a steel guy, so I really have no idea what that means. I just know it's a different steel than what's on the Mora. And the other ones I have are stainless steel, which doesn't mean doesn't stain at all, just means stains less. So you got to keep them up. But so far, I am absolutely digging this knife, and it's just the boss. I love it. So if you like my video, please share and subscribe to my channel. I'm not trying to make $1 million here. I just do this for fun. But have a great day.